Ever wondered what software as a service is and why it's the talk of the tech town lately? Well, allow me to demystify this for you. Software as a service, or Saas, is a software licensing model where you subscribe to a software and use it via the internet rather than purchasing it outright. It's like Netflix for software. You get to enjoy all the best features without having to own a physical copy. Now, why is everyone buzzing about it? For starters, it's revolutionizing the way businesses operate. It's the golden child of the tech industry, and for good reason. It's all about convenience. You see, in the olden days, if a company needed a software, they had to purchase it, install it on their systems, and maintain it. With software as a service, all of that is taken care of by the service provider. You simply log in and voila, you're good to go. And it's not just about convenience, it's also about cost effectiveness. Imagine not having to spend a fortune on software licenses, hardware, or IT staff. With software as a service, you pay for what you use, and the cost gets spread out over time. It's a win-win situation for businesses. Then there's the predictability factor. The revenue streams from software as a service are steady and predictable, making it a favorite among investors. This has led to some pretty high evaluations for software as a service companies. Think of it as the golden goose of the tech world. Predictable revenue, lower costs, and a business model that's scalable and flexible. It's no wonder everyone's talking about software as a service. But like every good thing, software also comes with its own set of challenges. Data security, limited customization, and internet dependency are some of the concerns. But the pros far outweigh the cons. And the potential of software as a service is immense. So if you've been scratching head about software as a service, fear not, we've got it all covered. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into the history, popularity, advantages, and challenges of software as a service. By the end of this, you'll be a software as a service savant. Now, let's rewind the clock a bit and see how software as a service came to be. Picture this, it's the early 60s and mainframe computers are the newest rage. They're the size of a small room, and they're as expensive as a luxury yacht, but they're powerful, and businesses are eager to make use of them. The only problem, they're not exactly user-friendly. Enter time sharing. This innovative concept allowed multiple users to access a single mainframe computer simultaneously, each running their own application. It's like the great-great-grandfather of software as a service. Fast forward to the 80s, personal computers are becoming more accessible, and the concept of software being something you can physically own is introduced. Software is sold in stores, packaged in big, shiny boxes. The problem, they're pricey and require constant upgrades. The 90s rolled in with a bang, bringing us the World Wide Web. This opened up a whole new world of possibilities. Software could now be delivered over the internet, eliminating the need for physical distribution. But the real game changer was still to come. In the early 2000s, a new concept started to gain traction: cloud computing. This idea of storing and accessing data over the internet instead of your computer's hard drive was revolutionary. It was the missing piece of the puzzle that software as a service needed to really take off. The term software as a service was officially coined in the year 2001. It was a radical idea. Instead of buying software outright, you could simply subscribe to it. No more hefty upfront costs, no more manual upgrades, just a simple, predictable monthly fee, and companies loved it. The predictability of revenue streams made software as a service a darling of the tech industry. It allowed businesses to plan better, save costs, and scale effortlessly. Fast forward to today, software as service is no longer a novel concept, but a standard business model. From your favorite music streaming service to the customer relationship management tool your company uses, software as a service is everywhere. And that, folks, is a quick time travel through the history of software as a service. Fast forward to today, and software as a service is everywhere. But why? Let's dive into the world of software as a service and find out. The popularity of software as a service isn't just about the technology itself. It's about the business model, and more specifically, the revenue model. You see, software as a service companies have this unique advantage. Their revenue are predictable. Now, imagine you're an investor. Would you rather put your money in a company where revenues are like a roller coaster ride, unpredictable and potentially stomach-churning? Or would you prefer a company where revenues are more like a smooth train ride, steady and reliable? You'd probably lean towards the latter, right? That's exactly what's happening with software as a service companies. Their subscription-based model means that customers pay a regular fee, usually monthly or annually, for access to the software. This creates a steady, reliable stream of income that's music to an investor's ears. It's like having a crystal ball that lets you peek into the future financial health of the company. And we're not just talking about a small stream, we're talking about the Amazon river of revenue streams. Because once a customer is hooked on a software as a service product, they're likely to stay for a long time, continuously contributing to the revenue. This predictability of revenue is not just attractive to investors, it's also beneficial for the software as a service companies themselves. It allows them to plan better, to strategize for growth, and to potentially attract more investment. And with more investment comes higher evaluations. It's a bit like a snowball effect. The more predictable the revenue, the more investment a software as a service company attracts. The more investment it attracts, the higher its evaluation. And a high evaluation can lead to even more investment. It's a win-win situation, or should we say a win-win-win situation? But wait, there's more. The software as a service model isn't just about predictable revenues and high evaluations. It's also about scalability. Software as a service companies can rapidly scale their services to accommodate a growing customer base without the need for massive upfront investment. This flexibility is a huge advantage in today's fast-paced business environment. And let's not forget accessibility. With software as a service, all you need is an internet connection and you can access your software from anywhere in the world. No more being tied to a specific device or location. It's freedom. And who doesn't love freedom? So, when add all this up, the predictability, the scalability, the accessibility, and the high evaluations, it's no wonder that software as a service is so popular. It's not just a tech trend, it's a smart business model that's reshaping how we use and pay for software. So, software as a service is not just a tech trend, it's a smart business model. But it's not just the money that's making software as a service shine. There's more to story. Let's take a closer look at the many advantages of software as a service, or software as a service for businesses. The first, and perhaps most obvious, is cost savings. Instead of shelling out hefty sums for individual software licenses, businesses can pay a subscription fee that gives them access to the tools they need. It's like having a gym membership, but for software. This model also eliminates the need for expensive hardware, since the software is hosted on the provider's servers. This means businesses can save on both upfront and ongoing costs. The savings don't stop there. With software as a service, businesses don't have to worry about maintenance and updates. That's all taken care of by the service provider. Have you ever tried to update your computer only to find that it's incompatible with the latest software? With software as a service, that's a problem of the past. The provider ensures the software is always up to date and running smoothly. This not only saves businesses time and money, it also reduces the risk of technical glitches that could disrupt operations. Then there's scalability. As a business grows, its software needs can change. Traditional software, this often meant purchasing new licenses or hardware. But software as a service, scaling up is as easy as adjusting your subscription. It's like going from a solo gym membership to a family plan. You get more access, but without the hassle of buying new equipment or finding more space. Speaking of access, that's another big advantage of software as a service. Because the software is hosted in the cloud, it can be accessed from anywhere with an internet connection. This means employees can work from home, on the road, or even from a beach in Bali if they're lucky. The ultimate in flexibility and convenience. Another point to consider is the speed of deployment. Traditional software can take weeks or even months to install and set up. But with software as a service, you can be up and running in no. It's like ordering a pizza online and having it delivered to your door, instead of having to shop for the ingredients and make it yourself. Finally, software as a service often comes with customer support included. This means businesses have a team of experts on hand to help resolve any issues that may arise. It's like having a personal trainer at the gym, ready to help you perfect your technique and reach your goals. A nutshell, software as a service is the Swiss Army knife of the software world. It's flexible, scalable, and cost-effective. It offers easy access, speedy deployment, and expert support. And the best, it's always up to date and ready to go, no matter where you are or what your business needs. But wait, it's not all sunshine and rainbows in the software as a service world. While software as a service may seem like the magic potion for all our software needs, it does come with its own set of challenges. First up our list is data security. The ever-looming cloud of uncertainty when it comes to anything online. With software as a service, your data isn't just chilling on your local server anymore. Instead, it's out there in the cloud, managed by your software as a service provider. This shift can trigger some serious security concerns, especially for businesses dealing with sensitive data. Imagine if your secret grandma's cookie recipe got into the wrong hands, the horror. But seriously, data breaches can have severe consequences for companies, and this risk is a major challenge in the software as a service world. Next up, let's talk about customization, or should I say, the lack thereof. With software as a service, you're basically renting software, not it. Imagine going to a fancy restaurant and ordering a burger. You can't really ask them to change the recipe, can you? You get what's on the menu, and that's pretty much it. Similarly, with software as a service, you're stuck with the features and functionalities that come with you don't have the luxury to tailor the software to your specific needs. This limitation can be especially challenging for businesses with unique operational requirements. Finally, let's not forget the dependency on internet connectivity. If yours decides to bail on you, your software as a service goes down with it. No internet, no service. It's as simple as that. We all know how reliable internet connections can be, right? So, like any other tech solution, software as a service also has its share of challenges. It's not a one-size-fits-all solution, and definitely not a walk in the park. But hey, no risk, no reward, right? All right, let's bring it all together now. We've journeyed through the vast world of software as a service, a trip that took us from its humble beginnings to its current status as a titan of the tech industry. Let's take a moment to recap what we've learned and connect the dots. Software as a service, remember, is a software distribution model where a third-party provider hosts applications and makes them available to customers over the internet. It's like renting a car instead of buying one. You get all the benefits without the hassle of upkeep. It's an elegant solution that has revolutionized the way businesses operate. We delved into the history of software as a service, tracing its roots back to the mainframe era of the 60s. It wasn't until the rise of the internet that software as a service truly took flight, evolving from on-premise software installations to the cloud-based solutions we know today. It's a testament to human ingenuity, how we adapt and innovate to make our lives easier. Popularity? Oh, software as a hazard in spades. Its reliable revenue streams are a dream come true for businesses. The predictability of this model is so attractive that software as a service companies often fetch sky-high evaluations. It's like the tech industry's version of a rock star, drawing in crowds with its compelling performance. The advantages of software as a service are numerous, making it a compelling choice for businesses. Cost savings? Check. Scalability, double-check. Accessibility, you bet. Software as a service has them all covered. It's the Swiss Army knife of the software world, ready to tackle any challenge with a solution up its sleeve. But no system is perfect, and software as a service is no exception. As we discussed, it does have its share of challenges. Data security remains a concern in the digital age, and the limited customization can be a sticking point for some. It's like ordering a pizza with predetermined toppings. Sure, it's convenient, but sometimes you just want to add your own flair. Despite these challenges, the benefits of software as a service often outweigh the drawbacks. It's a dynamic and flexible solution that continues to evolve, meeting the ever-changing needs of businesses. It's a bit like a chameleon, always ready to adapt to its environment. In the grand scheme of things, software as a service represents a shift in the way we think about software. It's not just about creating a product anymore, but about delivering a service that adds value to the customer. It's a paradigm shift that has transformed the tech industry and will continue to shape it for years to come. And there you have it, comprehensive guide to software as a service. So the next time someone asks you about software as a service, you can be their tech guru Hey there, tech gurus of the future. If you found this deep dive into software as a service informative and interesting, why not spread the knowledge? Share it with your friends, colleagues, or anyone who might benefit from this information. And if you haven't already hit that subscribe button, your support is what fuels us to keep creating content that demystifies the tech world. Remember, every like, share, and subscription helps us to reach more people and create better, more in-depth content. So, don't be shy. Get involved. Thanks for spending your time with us today, and we can't wait to see you in our next video where we'll be decoding another exciting tech topic. Until then, stay curious, stay informed, and keep exploring the fascinating world of technology. See you soon.